Missed call from Mom. Should probably call her back. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I never liked that desk. Intimidating. Something about the wood reminds me of my father. Cool. A picture from one of our ridiculously large family reunions. The folksiest people imaginable gathered in the middle of nowhere. I probably should have enjoyed it more while it lasted. Never gave it back. It's supposed to be about some lunatic playing a violin. Maybe it's good. My nephew is so full of the joy of creativity.
The ghost found a sign that said, "No ghosts." So the ghost ate the sign.
In another place, another time, maybe we'd still be sitting on the beach at night, listening to the waves crashing against a sunken pier. Tal must have sold his soul to win so much.
Memory playback begins.
What in the holy hell is that? Give that here. You're 13 years old and bringing this devilry into our home. Get out of there and face me like a man. You are very lucky that we're running late. We'll be having to talk about this later. Now, come on. Now, you hear that? That's real music, not that shit you brought home. Don't you like this?
I do like it. Can't I like both?
Can a man love our Lord and love Satan? I know you've got your mother's blood in your veins, but that don't mean you gotta listen to it. Son, this is an important moment for you. Time to kill the boy and become a man. Now, look here. You ever wonder why I visit Earl so often? Well, this here's the family business. Just don't tell your mom. It's called crack cocaine.
Memory playback completed.
There's a lot you need to catch up on. The mail piling up, the missed calls, the unreplied emails. The leaky sink, the student loans. Oh, the student loans. I'm doing what I can. But I'm starting to think that maybe they're catching on. To the fact that a demonic cat made it into the correspondence loop. Perhaps I should have been more discreet. Writing, please send cat food, followed by only the good stuff, was probably a bit too much. Look, at some point you're going to have to talk about what happened. You can't ignore it forever. The game looks cool at least, though there's something strange about it. I thought it was just a puzzle game. Speaking of which, the second Recursive Ruin disc is around here somewhere. Multiple discs? Are we back in the 90s? Please say yes. Future messages will only be hints. Only read if you want help.
kilograms of flesh per second can be drained out?
Current projections have been invalidated. This will require further calibration and spectral analysis.
Time to make up for your lack of appendages. Figure it out.
There is an interesting amount of uncertainty in the system. This will significantly impede the calculation. Internal regret levels are increasing.
Shh. Someone's here. Look, you really shouldn't be here. We've got a small, crisis on our hands. Please go.
Wait, did Elric send you? We have been expecting an emissary. Your contemplative residuals have exceeded saturation. This will require adjustments.
The emissary of strange Aeons tone. A lofty title for a bounded being. Perhaps your abilities warrant such a title. Tell us, emissary, how did you manage your way into here? I see. Impressive. However, I am concerned with the readings my instrument has detected in your self-reflexive myrions. These readings in your corporeal form are inconsistent with the emissary's projected psychophysical makeup.
Your current form will require further modulation. There will be pain. However, current calculations predict tissue damage will not exceed ligament structural integrity.
Elric will hear of this. This is not what I requested.
It will work. They need only submit. Emissary, consider yourself blessed. You'll have more than you bargained for.
Perhaps. First, we must monitor their abilities. There will be ample measurement opportunities when they return to the main structure. They're likely to phase out any moment. success. Your ability readings have come back. They are shown to be complete.
Everything should be prepared.
Wonderful. As you've seen, this place is relatively unstable.
Despite unprecedented efforts,
Listen, you literally had one job. Excuse me. My point is that I cannot guarantee your current locality is maintained. That's a relatively minor aspect of the problem at hand, and hopefully something you can help us with. You have experienced the emanations of Shiriakt, but it will benefit you to hear more of your task from a less instructed being. I am Citadel, and they are Mordenok. By way of introduction, I am the one who designed the infinite realms, and they are an instrument of the realms.
a rather important one.
Yes, yes. The ancient seal has broken down, and now the Ichor comes for us. Comes for you.
It is only the beginning.
This isn't how it's supposed to go, of course. I designed the realms to last forever.
Unfortunately, it seems that forever is never as long as we want it to be.
The Ichor is breaking down the infinities. Current models predict the flooding horrors will overcome us all in 2.71828182884 seconds. Of course, time is strange here, which is one of my greater accomplishments.
They often boast like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like some credit? They drain things. They literally drain things.
It may appear as such to a less semiotically derived biostructure. However, the ichor is not merely a substance to be drained. It's intra-experiential reality acid, eating at the fabric of being. Its teeth are sinking into our skulls. You can feel it worming in, inch by inch, crawling deeper into the outer casing of the brain. It burrows in there. The temperature at this point is just right. A homeostasis is attained. The eggs are given care, siphoning off blood and gray matter. Over time, which grows ever stranger, the eggs begin to hatch, spewing forth.
Yes, it is an important job.
Thank you.
Which you are failing at. Which is where you come in.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
understood that I would be changed, but this is all more than I bargained for. Just look at me. All they've left of me is this machine. Do you know what they use me for? I consume those pitiful souls that are hopelessly faded. One day they decide, with no hesitation, that they are simply done. They come here and lie down, and I devour them utterly. It is my understanding that in the infinite realms, nothing is allowed to leave. Not really. They reconstitute to something resembling their original form after an age or so. Is that what you're here for? Are you ready for me to consume your fleshy husk? Lie down, please. I was starting to hunger, and your writhing will be quite satiating. That's rather unfortunate. I will admit I do enjoy devouring them. They intentionally refashioned me to feel this way, and you look like a meaty one. But the transformation is not complete, and a part of me feels horrific afterwards. I've even coughed up some of them, or what was left of them. What a mess. I suppose when you think about it all, it does seem like a strange way to run a place. Apologies, sometimes my mind gets away from me. What are you here for? No, that's not a name I've heard before. Then again, I usually only learn their names just before I enjoy them. You should try it, naming your meals before consuming them. Anyways, you'll have to travel further. The other denizens may know something, and I sense another visitor coming soon.
Ah, good. A guest to keep us company. You'll have to forgive me. It's been a while since I've last conversed. Is there something you'd like to know? There are still some things in this head of mine that are worthwhile, despite what the others may say. To that I can swiftly answer no. Some leave, but always through the machine. My understanding is that the long reconstitution is no more enjoyable than the violent mastication. You'll have to ask the machine for more details on that matter. I try not to think about it. Oh, no. Sorry. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. If you somehow get out, then you'll be the first. Though I have heard you were a special sort of spirit. Given the state of things, I have no idea where your friend might be. Perhaps some gristle on the cave floor somewhere, writhing about. Writhing. Before you leave, there is one more thing I'd ask of you, if you don't mind. Now, I'm not sure that I ever knew, and if I did, I've forgotten, but I'd like to know, or remember. Why keep going, when you know it all leads to this?
Who are you? What are you here for? Did that machine send you? The answer is no. No, I am not ready. No, I do not know of one with that name. Though it is good that you can name them, many here have forgotten names, faces, places. For your sake, let's hope that the one you seek has not traveled much deeper into the lands of Acedia. My sight has faded with my memories, you understand, but I can still see deep into your being. Come, let me look at you. Your eyes do not see far, but they do seek far. You should understand that revelation is no game of the demon's dice. I must penetrate your soul before I can penetrate your future. How will you answer the divining questions? Your answers will reveal your soul. Your soul will reveal your future. Your future will reveal your suffering. Now we begin. In the heart of the dark forest, you happen upon a felled dragon. They are suffering and wounded by a sinister bolt. If left pinned here, the dragon will surely die, slowly and painfully. The dragon begs you for mercy. Do you slay the dragon with a swift, merciful blow? Or aid the dragon by removing the bolt? Your choice has been made. Now, in a moment of weakness, you have stolen money from your parish's tithe. This tithe has been allotted to rebuilding homes destroyed by the dragon's great fire. Using the money, you make several poor wagers with a strange ludist named Elric. After gambling away all of the money, you are racked with guilt. Do you hide your secret, but volunteer for the rebuilding efforts? Or surrender yourself to the Baron and accept their judgment? This will have consequences. Onward. You are a starving cat. Your owner only presents you with the most abject of Ipecac foods in discounted rusty canisters. Furthermore, your owner is possessed by demons. However, they frequently disregard your insightful advice, which may help to cast out their demons. One night as you lay in the shadows, you find your owner sound asleep. Do you eat the wretched soul and finally deliver peace to the both of you? Or run away and leave your owner to their personal hell? Thus you seal your own fate. Finally, you are a talented but disaffected artist who happens upon a seeing spirit in winding passageways. You ask the spirit for guidance in finding your lost friend. The spirit responds by administering several increasingly bizarre divining questions, each seeming to bring you further away from your intended goal. In your profound stupor of isolation and distress, you have avoided any insinuation of your own guilt. You are begging the seeing spirit to give you something, anything to make it go away. To make these thoughts go away, to just make you forget. But the seeing spirit refuses. Do you deny your guilt and continue with these phantasmal projections? Or hide from everything in the futile hope that your problems will simply disappear? And so I can see you lie. Though you are honest with your brethren, you are in truth one of the most hideous of deceivers. But I see far past your duplicitous lies. Are you ready for your fortune, young child? And then the screams were replaced with scuffles, and the sound when her head met the wall was not a pleasant one. And yet the father looked pleased with himself. And then he looked to you, hiding. The pulsing is growing stronger and larger, until those parts of the father can no longer be contained, beyond the limits of cellular walls, beyond the limits of reason. You barely recognize him now. But you know those eyes when they look at you. Do you hear the throbbing ringing? Answer! You are being unreasonable, says a malignant voice through distorted speakers. It's just a parting gift from him to make up for lost time. But then you were always hiding, behind the bed, behind a mask, beyond any embrace. But it embraces you now, and there is nowhere to hide. Answer!
Emissary, remember, we are watching. Do not submit to the Ico so easily. Shiriak and I will speak of this. Now, onward down the narrow path to the plane beyond. For all of us, but most of all, for